Hello AMGT402. Today I will be delivering a informative and hopefully very interesting um, presentation regarding autonomous vehicles, particularly testing grounds. So I will jump right into it. I chose the AMC at Willow Run site in Michigan, right in Plasanti Township. Forgive me if I mispronounced that. It's a very historical site that's been utilized for many different things over the years, particularly research and development for automobiles, technology, hybrid technology, electric car technology, things of that nature. But lately, it's been utilized by this company called AMC, and that stands for American Center for Mobility. It's been utilized by them and their efforts to improve autonomous vehicle technology and particularly the testing involved with those autonomous vehicles. So to get right into the details and the specifics about this company, they're a nonprofit. They feature a lot of automotive experts that have been involved in the past in research and development for autonomous vehicles. They have staff members that are basically strong engineering backgrounds is mainly who they employ, because there's a lot of like technical support and things of that nature that are involved in running a testing site such as this. So just to give you a quick overview of the map, it's basically a giant, it's like a miniature city, and it consists of just various simulated features you would find when you're driving in different environments such as highway, city, rural, things of that nature. So to kind of give you a good idea of how this site is set up, it basically is cut into layers of kind of driving sections. There is a 2.5-mile highway loop that features two distinct lanes. One's a 55-mile-per-hour zone and one's a 65-mile-per-hour zone. And it has entrance and exit ramps like you would find on a normal highway or interstate out on the highways. It also has triple-decker bridges, and this is to, again, simulate current highways and interstates found in the States. We also have on this specific path a 700-foot tunnel, and that tunnel is 18 feet high, 700 feet in length, and basically this tunnel is designed to basically block cellular and GPS connections when you're going through it, when you're testing a vehicle, because that's obviously something that will happen in the real world. After you get through that, there's a 1.5-mile kind of urban canyon, which is basically like picture yourself driving through a city with high city walls of buildings and businesses and things of that nature. You have alleyways, stores, and then there's also traffic simulation as well as noise and everything you would find in a busy city environment while you're testing your autonomous vehicle. Next up is a 6-lane runway type kind of road, and this basically allows for obstruction and brake testing, so you can stop a vehicle in the middle of it, get your car going quickly and test the braking and the ability for the vehicle to miss an accident or any kind of situation like that. Also, kind of like off to the right of this stuff is 8 acres of open space, basically, where this kind of allows companies to improvise, since they understand that these autonomous vehicle manufacturers and engineers and researchers are going to have many different things they're testing, things they're going to have to report back to their companies. They set this site up so that you can basically improvise and kind of set up your own props and do your own thing to kind of conduct your research in a way that you can customize it. So you're not limited to the structure and the features in this testing site, which this stuck out to me among, compared to a lot of the other sites and a lot of the other proving grounds, because there's a lot of like open areas here where you can really incorporate your own style of testing. So again, you're not limited to just what's available at this testing site. As far as the technology and the features of this facility, it's got its own private 4G cellular network, and this basically for safety, reliability, and security. You want to have your own network and be safe in whatever you're doing with your testing. You don't want anybody hacking in. Which they have a very, very good security system involved in it, as well as an ITS system. Also, throughout the site, you basically have every sign and traffic light that exists on current roads. And this, again, is to duplicate real-world scenarios. Aside from these features that are in the testing site, there are also 200 additional acres of untapped land, and this is basically to kind of expand, because they know that autonomous vehicle technology is a fast, quickly growing kind of technology, and they want to make sure that there's room to grow, and they're also going to emphasize more like residential and off-road, because they believe that off-road and residential, well, residential is obviously something they're going to want to test, but off-road is something that's also going to possibly go autonomous in the future. Aside from just the infrastructure and all of that involved in this testing facility, there's also a lot of emphasis and technology with robotics and things of that nature. There's electric vehicle chargers throughout, and you have basically like adult and child pedestrian targets, which sounds kind of morbid in a way, but it's actually really helpful for these autonomous testing. So obviously the key thing with autonomous vehicles is safety. Is the thing safe? Is it going to hit anybody? Is it going to injure anybody? So there's a lot of features built into this site that allow you to make sure you're not going to injure or target humans or things of that nature. There's also like data foam core targets and data foam slab vehicle targets. So like again, with the people comes also vehicles. You don't want to hit vehicles or be bumping into vehicles or causing damage to your car or their car. So just a lot of really good technology built into this, and it's a great place to test any autonomous vehicle, unlike any other site really offered anywhere in the world.